Can true parallelism be achieved in Python? Well, you've probably heard that Python has this thing called GIL, the Global Interpreter Lock. And because of it, people often say you can't do true parallelism in Python. But is that really the case? Let's find out. Concurrency is when multiple tasks are in progress, but only one is active at a time. The program switches between them really fast. Parallelism, on the other hand, is when multiple tasks are actually running at the exact same time on different CPU cores. In Python's main interpreter, which is CPython, there's a global interpreter lock. This lock ensures that only one thread can execute Python bytecode at any given time. So even if you use the threading module to run multiple threads, only one of them can actually execute Python code at a time. This makes threading useful for I/O-bound tasks, but not for CPU-heavy work. This is where the multiprocessing module comes in. Unlike threads, multiprocessing creates entirely new Python processes. Each process has its own memory and its own interpreter. That means each process can run on a separate CPU core, and the GIL doesn't get in the way. This is how you get real, true parallelism in Python. Let's say you want to resize a batch of high-resolution images. This is a CPU-intensive task and a perfect case for parallel processing. This code spawns multiple processes, each resizing a different image at the same time. Multiprocessing is powerful, but there are trade-offs. Each process is heavier than a thread, so there's more memory usage. You don't share memory by default, so communicating between processes needs special tools like queue or manager. There's a small startup cost when creating each process. But for CPU-bound workloads, the speed boost is usually worth it. So, can you achieve true parallelism in Python? Yes, but not with threads. You need to use multiple processes. Python's multiprocessing module gives you that capability. And if you want even more flexibility or performance, you can explore tools like Process Pool Executor, JobLib, or even native extensions like Numba and Cython. If you found this helpful, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next one.